this is a knockout that you will be seeing quite a bit of on Pro Box over the coming months. It really was a right-hander right out of the top draw. Nigel Bradley knocking out Dave Whittle. And just let me round things off by telling you Dave Whittle has recovered. He's left the ring under his own steam. And the only thing really hurt after that contest, in addition to his chin, was his pride. Now then, we have a new addition to the Matchroom stable now. Paul Silky Jones, he's fighting the Welsh boy, Paul Lynch. And Lynch into the ring first. We're live at the Mansfield Leisure Centre here on Pro Box. And here we come, Paul Lynch. 26 years of age, roughly a 50-50 record of knockouts of those fights won, 3 stopped, 3 on points. Statistics, as always, supplied by our statistician, George Zeleny, the editor of Boxing Outlook magazine. Having his first fight for the Matchroom stable since leaving the Brendan Ingle camp up in Sheffield, an entirely amicable transfer, I should add. And coming in with Alex Gower and Jason King. Paul Jones, the central area light middleweight champion. But this is a good fight against Paul Lynch. Here's Alan Hughes again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this contest is a light middleweight contest at 11 stone 2 pounds over 8 3-minute rounds. Introducing in the red corner with the pale blue shorts from Swansea, Paul Lynch. And his opponent in the blue corner with the red shorts from Sheffield, Paul Silky Jones. And ladies and gentlemen, at the weigh-in today, both boxers scaled 11 stone exactly. Your referee for this contest, Jim Britton, and your timekeeper, Norman Madlips.
So both Jones and Lynch right on the light middle championship limit of 11 stone. And this is an interesting match, Jimmy, because Paul Lynch is certainly no slouch.
Certainly, you see them staring one another out there as well, Dave, because there's a lot of local pride from Paul Silky Jones's point of view in this area. He's only fought the road in Sheffield.
So round 1 scheduled for 8. Jones in the red and Lynch in the sky blue.
I don't think you could have a better description for Paul than Silky, because his skills are certainly that. He's a real slick, stylish performer who I must say straight away I'm a big fan of. You know, he's really a class act who can box, as he is right now, southpaw, can also box orthodox. And I think you could be looking at one of the future champions, because this kid really has got plenty of class.
It'll be interesting to see if the transition from the Brendan Ingle camp to Matchroom will change his style at all, Jimmy.
Yeah, but you know, he's obviously going to come under different methods, and how he responds to them methods will be interesting to see over the coming months and forthcoming fights. But he's certainly in tremendous shape. I know he's been grafting very hard in Romford and training very hard, and he's a popular fellow of all the fighters. He'll be looking to do good things.
Let me tell you straight away that Paul Lynch's last fight was against Robert McCracken, who is, you know, if you're a boxing fan, is a very, very hot prospect. And Lynch actually had McCracken on the floor and was only beaten on cuts in that fight. So, like I said at the start of this contest, this is a very, very evenly matched contest, and Lynch could even, and is certainly well capable of springing a surprise. It's a tough fight for Jones.
Good statement. Silky boxes, not unlike his former stablemate Earl Bomber Graham, he boxes on reflexes. You know, his chin hangs out in the air there as he goes back. It looks very unorthodox, but you don't want to leave his chin out to dry against Lynch, who I think, I'm not 100% certain, looks like he's cut.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I think he's cut left eye. I think he's cut left eye. Difficult to see at the moment because they're in a clinch and the left eye is obscured, but he is cut left eye. And it is a bad cut.
Yeah, and I'm sure Silky's already noticed. You know, this is where Lynch could possibly get a little bit desperate and try and bomb the guy out with one punch. That's where Paul needs to stay 100% mentally fixed on the job.
To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know whether that cut was caused... Oh, what a good right. I do not know whether that cut was caused by a clash of heads or by a legitimate shot, but however it was caused, it is desperately bad luck on Paul Lynch in the opening round. Good left hook, and down.
Jones is looking very, very sharp, and I think this is a matter of time. If the ref doesn't stop it, I think Jones has got the ammunition to end it anyhow. He really is looking sharp. And obviously, David, with the new incentive of joining with the Matchroom camp, it would be something for him. He'll want to go out and prove that he is the real deal. And, you know, he certainly let Lynch know that he means business.
Well, that's not a good cut. It's underneath the eyebrow, which means that the blood is going to run into the eye. The defeat against McCracken was caused on cuts, and that is the only time that Lynch has been beaten.
Just look at this for a counter. He's going away, as he often is, and throws the left hook off the back foot. Man's cracking, and Lynch has felt the full impact of that. That was, that was a world-class counter punch. Superb shot.
Jim Prudding, the referee, you can see standing in the neutral corner, has not come over to look at Lynch's eye. Oh, he's making me a lie. Now he is coming over. He's just had a quick look. Now, is Jones in the red going to come in and try and finish this quickly, I wonder?
And the one thing these two have got in common is their first name, but at the moment, that's about all.
Yes. I tell you this, Jimmy, he doesn't look to have forgotten too many tricks since moving from Brendan Ingle.
No, that'd be born into him now, since been at Brendan Ingle's stable for too many years to forget overnight. And
the Lynch eye looks okay.
Well, his corner have done a fabulous job. They've really padded that up well because it looked desperate at the end of the first round. It's a good clinical performance from Silky Jones. He's picking him off the back foot on the counter. His eyes are fixed on the job, not doing nothing crazy, but really boxing a smart fight.
The eye is starting to bleed again. That's the left eye of the Welshman, Paul Lynch from Swansea. And I have my doubts, to be honest with all of you, that I don't think that eye can hold up 8 rounds. Maybe wrong, but it doesn't look too bright.
But, full credit to Paul Lynch because he's got a real difficult obstacle in front of him without the cut. But he's sticking to his task and he's resiliently marching forward and still looking to land a payoff shot that can turn the fight. Boxing being the crazy sport that it is.
Well, he's a banger, and if he catches Jones could stay caught.
Don't pull him off, Jones. Answer.
But when you're faced with such an unorthodox fighter as Jones, who's throwing jabs off the back foot, it's so difficult to fight against him, Jimmy.
He counters so well. You run onto, whether he's standing southpaw, you run onto a right hook, whether he's standing orthodox, you run onto the left hook. And as you said, he throws counters off the back foot, he pot shots, he stands in front of you and arrogantly intimidates you as he's doing there. Basically, he's got a lot of class, Paul Jones.
Well, as you can see, we're inside the last 30. Not quite the explosive start of the opening round when Lynch was decked and cut, but Well, all you've got to do is look at the blood on Lynch's boxing trunks to realise that the injury is not some little nick. It's a bad gash and it's getting worse.
It's a counter shot for the right hand this time from Silky.
And Jones, of course, doesn't need to take any chances. He can fight exactly the fight he wants, dictates the tactics, which is what he's doing. Believe it or not, he has been in with Don Boucher. This was, oh, what, 3 years ago now, over 3 years ago. He fought Don Boucher and lost on a disqualification in round 6 of that fight. No, there's no disgrace losing to Don Boucher. Disqualification or no.
He's obviously mixed in very good class, and let's not forget he's had years, you know, just watch his ears, the experience of years of sparring with your bomber grounds of this world, which gives you this type of accuracy. And you know, it's obviously rubbed off of him from a mental state as well. Absolutely bubbling with confidence from when he entered the ring.
Just out of your shot there, Jim Pridding was coming to have a very close look once again at Paul Lynch.
Now we've got the orthodox Paul Silky Jones.
We first saw Jones when he was involved in that Central Area title fight against Jason Rowe.
Good left hand counter.
He frustrated Rowe all night long, and he's doing exactly that to Paul Lynch.
He really did run onto that one. You know, Silky switches his feet very quickly and gets himself into good position to throw shots from all sorts of different angles. And he's very difficult to read. He got nailed there himself, double left hook. Just a little reminder that it takes two to tango.
I normally don't like switch hitters, Jimmy, but he's so fast and so well balanced that he gets away with it.
And he's so good at it, Dave. You know, a lot of fighters will switch briefly, but you know, Silky looks as comfortable southpaw as he is orthodox.
That's right.
I remember a little story about him. He would come to the gym at Romford one time. He was sparring with Eamon Loughran, and they needed orthodox sparring, and he was boxing southpaw, and he was reminded of that by Freddie King, who was looking in, and he said, "Am I boxing?" He really wasn't sure which way he was boxing. "Am I boxing southpaw?" he said. He couldn't read whether he was boxing southpaw or orthodox. You know, he's so natural at doing it.
The eyes opened up again. The left eye of Paul Lynch that was cut in round 1. We're midway through the 3rd round. We're scheduled for the 8-round trip, remember. Oh, good shots, a good left-right combination.
That really did shake him down to the ground.
If you like, that's the one little blemish in his armour. He's a stiff puncher, Jones. He's not what you'd call a real knockout specialist. If he ever developed a knockout punch, my goodness, he'd be almost unbeatable.
This kid's in no fit state, and it's a good decision by the referee.
He's seen enough.
And Silky Jones is delighted with his first win under the Matchroom banner.
That will go down as a stoppage. I think the knockdown, which, to tell you the truth, Jim, I think you've caught him more off balance than anything else, but that, along with the damaged eye, was enough.
It was a 10 out of 10 performance. Silky Jones took his time, pot-shotted, but landed some stiff counters.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes, 8 seconds
shook up Lynch.
of round 3.
It was a good stoppage by the referee. Absolutely 10 out of 10 to the referee as well as Silky Jones.
And that's a pretty useful Matchroom debut.
And let's not forget, David, you said, you know, Paul Lynch is a tough cookie. And there's no mean feat in stopping him.
Absolutely not. It's only the 2nd defeat of Lynch's professional career. And Jones joins Robert McCracken as the only man to have beaten the tough Welshman.
Just look, he's standing southpaw here, he's leaning away, and boom, comes back off the back foot with a left cross, short right hand.
That was a great combination. This is the end.
This is what ends it now. He's just backing away, and he comes back with that left hook counter, and you can see that's the end of the story.
He was absolutely square on Lynch, as I said. It was more off balance than anything else.
The frustrating thing is, Dave, with someone as good as Paul Silky Jones, is you tend to go off balance in trying to land your own shots in desperation. and that happened there, and he ran onto some accurate counters, and that was the end of the story. Good win
Well,
for
we're going
Silky
to take
Jones.
another short break. The debut of Prince Nassim Hamed. That's next on Pro Box.